Back to the top 20 bling bling with, in third place, Samuel Eto'o. The Cameroonian is not typical in the world of football.
Eto'o refers to himself in the third person and gives you a clue to what he's like.
Samuel Eto'o is also one of the flashiest footballers. He's crazy about grandeur and doesn't hide the fact. When he was the highest paid footballer in the world at Anji Makashkala, earning £16 million a year, Eto'o lived in a penthouse with a stunning view of Moscow, an apartment of 3,500 square feet with a swimming pool in the middle of the living room. Among his follies, a crocodile skin jacket worth about £50,000, Burberry custom-made quad bikes and high-end cars worth a fortune.
He has had a great career, and I think he wants to show he's successful. At the same time, he doesn't look down on people, even though he can sometimes seem a bit haughty. I don't think the bling makes him a bad guy.
The Cameroonian champion has other qualities. He's also a generous man who gives several millions of pounds to charity every year.
Eto'o is also generous towards his teammates. He often gives his teammates presents, cars, watches.
Eto'o is also very involved with his country, Cameroon, where he has funded a care unit in a hospital in Nagambe. In 2012, he donated 80 million CFA dollars, about £75,000. Since 2005, his foundation has taken in young footballers, some of whom move on to European clubs. Bling bling doesn't mean selfish. Number 2, Floyd Mayweather Jr. His nickname is The Money, and for good reason. In 2013, the American boxer earned £43 million from 2 fights. He fights for glory as much as for money. And as king of bling, Floyd likes to spend it.
Mayweather's style, in a word, ostentatious. He is all about the money. He'll have cars next to money, jewels next to money, clothes next to money, money next to money. He's all about being out there. You know, I've earned this is mine, you can never have this. Like he very much sets himself above everybody else, and he's not afraid to say, I'm above you, know this, I'm done.
Rappers were the ones who launched the bling bling style. Diamond chains and watches, grills, not to mention the huge dollar bills flashed in nightclubs.
The diamonds are reflective of Floyd's personality. I think he, wants to show that he has the money. He wants to show that, he's never lost a fight. And I think the diamonds are always a reflection of, it's in your face. I'm always going to be in your face because every time I fight, I'm a winner. The diamonds are, that's how much I earn every time I fight. It's a constant reminder to everybody that he's just the greatest,
And as Floyd Mayweather knows no limit, he went as far as flashing $1 million in front of a camera on one of his trips. In his private jet, of course. And here is the number 1 in the top 20 bling bling. He's Brazilian. Here is Neymar, the king of bling. Yacht, Porsche, private jet, luxury apartments and villas. Neymar has an arsenal which befits the ultimate big spender. And he bought it all before he was 20. His lifestyle is worthy of the greatest sports and even showbiz stars. But it can all be explained by his background, which was very poor.
Neymar also comes from a favela, a really, really disadvantaged background. Much more than some of the other footballers in Europe, he had delusions of grandeur. He spent a lot of money very fast. He hired nightclubs with loads of girls for his birthday, apartments all over the place. There was the story of the yacht. Even his family were worried about his finances. People thought he was going to go bankrupt.
In Brazil, Neymar has bought a triplex for £435,000, a penthouse for £600,000 for the mother of his son, a Porsche Panamera and also a yacht for £4.5 million. Colossal expenditure. Luckily, in June 2013, Neymar was signed to FC Barcelona and saw his income soar. With his talent and his looks, Neymar has become an advertising icon, following in Cristiano Ronaldo's footsteps.
Big labels always like him. Nike uses him in their ads because he's a player young people and children hero worship. Because his style is quite distinct. With the way he dresses, does his hair. He has this flashy side which young players and football fans love.
More than enough to allow himself to be tempted by some new blinging purchases, like this diamond-encrusted watch, which Neymar sported proudly at a meeting of the Brazil national team. Do you like it?